Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room is pop, 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 like you got rejected. Yeah. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't tripping on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options. Used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse the imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate, make it to the featherweight. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? Fuck one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die. Skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga?
U.P.K. soldiers got them killers with me, and I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me, but don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised. And what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
U.P.K soldiers lead cowards in awe. So fuck a gas stop. I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing. We like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment. I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sitting linger. I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get us, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the reign's over. I up the SIG and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game may change, one West stay the same on them.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking prophecy, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. I.O.C.K tells the rock, bring Shamara. We about to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kim in head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga. Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to YAHAWAH, bitch, I'm U.P.K. Nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest until I'm dead deceased. The mission is complete until y'all off the street. So y'all on the internet stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch your sister or a brother, you gonna be sleep. But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out major pain clip full of ball heads. I'm shooting off Damon Wayne's driven ambition. I ain't never changing lanes, wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the fact. Cry aloud for the niggas that's deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga, you see where we at?
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga.
I got big rain, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste, we vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, delete tags, lil' fame, I'm on wall, not the same, for wrong. For wrong, these people. For wrong. I try to tell these motherfuckers time and time, for wrong. Pussy ass, purple ass niggas, man, for wrong. They get your born ass right. Niggas better get their weight up, you little body bitch. Worry about a damn pay cut, you little body bitch. I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch. You that scare rag, cowed ass little body bitch. Had to fuck around, get my rank up, you little body bitch. And I'm pouring Pouring up, yeah, young nigga, and I'ma take a sip. Damn, all these niggas want down hate, but tell them zip it, lip. And you a dumb ass, scary ass boy, little body bitch. Damn, and I ain't worried about nothing, nigga. Nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know, nigga, don't reminisce. I spit flavors on these damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. But you a whole ass, dirty ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with it down, scripture with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line, nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. Be rain, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play. Bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay. You purple, you gay. You leech ass, lil' fame. I won't walk, got the same. For wrong. For wrong, for wrong. I tell them, nigga, for wrong. Get your shit together, nigga. For wrong. Work. I'ma do this shit till I write, you little body bitch. I'ma ditch your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, YAHUSHUA, you little body bitch. And I switch nigga on that thought, you little body bitch. And I'ma stay terminal like the cuz, you little body bitch. And I'm so cold like a bond, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like that Gabbar, you little body bitch. And my aim like that YAHUSHUA, you little body bitch. Need a princess Papa, you little body bitch. Or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch. Yeah. I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch. Just in case anyone wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. I got be ready, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play. Bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, we purple, we gay, we lit ass, lil' fame. Hold on, I say, for wrong. For wrong.
All right, shalom, let's clap it up. You already know what it is, man. We back from the Passover, man. It's the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Been teaching the truth since 1969. We are under Commander YAHANNA. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible. Tonight is a biblical law class, and tonight we're going to go into the truth about Easter. All right, Easter is coming up, it's on the calendar, all right, but it is not on God's calendar. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6, all right? We're going to get straight into it. We ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. If you don't know about the I.S.U.P.K, one thing that we don't do is sugarcoat the truth. The truth got to be taught. The truth got to be understood, all right? This truth has to be broadcast across the world on all four corners so that our brothers and sisters can come back to the truth, all right? You can read it when you have it.
Okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy, to the 7th, verse 6. For thou art a holy people.
The Lord said that we are a holy people. All right. What does it mean to be holy? It means to be separate. All right. Give me Leviticus 20 and 26. All right. You want to always make sure that you have your scriptures that is concrete when you read it. There's no shake. There's no way you can try to say that it means anything. You want to have your scriptures all in line, all right? Because there's so many of our enemies out there that is going to tell you that the Bible is a white man's book, that being a Jew means that you're white, that you can't be black and a Jew, all right? Which is a lie, all right? The real Jews are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead, read what you got.
Okay.
Let's figure out what this word holy means. Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, the 20 and verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
The Lord said, we shall be holy unto him, meaning to be something different, meaning to be perfect, being a people that are role models, that are leaders. Right. You understand? Like in the I.S.U.P.K, we are superheroes. We are something that you ain't never seen before. You never seen a black man that don't lust after hoes, that don't want to touch drugs, don't want to be a drunkard, don't want to buy prostitutes, don't want to go unalive everybody, you know, don't want to destroy the community, but want to uplift it. Don't want to get a woman that would destroy the home. You understand? Get a woman, multiple women if we want. all that will help us prosper in life, be our helpmeets. You know, you ain't never seen anything like this. You never seen brothers dressed masculine, showing masculinity at an all-time level, at an all-high level, and doing the things that God told us to do in that Bible, right? You ain't never seen it on the face of the earth. I'll tell you why. Because in I.S.U.P.K, we are the home of the truth. And when we read these scriptures, we don't take it as a joke. We take it for what it is. All right? Read it one more time.
And ye shall be holy unto me. For I, the Lord, am holy.
I am the Lord, am holy. Meaning what? The Lord ain't what you believe in these religions. God ain't what you believe when you go inside the Muslim mosque, when you go inside the Christian church, when you go inside these Pan-African spiritualities, when you go into Hinduism and Buddhism. God is not there. God is something totally different.
Right.
God is perfect. Right? In Islam, it's okay for you to lay with a minor. Okay? Muhammad laid down with a 9-year-old little girl, sucked the tongue of a little boy.
Right.
That's what he did. Right? In Christianity was spread by the sword, man.
Right.
A bunch of charlatans going around the world spreading Christianity by the sword, sexually abusing people. I mean, you can keep going. Change the faces of the judges. Change the faces of the Jews of the Bible. Change the faces of the prophets. Change the narratives. Switched up everything. You believe, if you go listen to the white man in a Christian church, man, God said that you don't got to keep the laws of God. Just make sure you pay your tithes. God is not what you find in the world. God is what you find in his Bible.
Right.
You understand me? Read it from the top again.
God. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, and verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy.
I, the Lord, am holy. Meaning what? Meaning that the Lord said, I am perfect. Right. I am the one that created everything that you see around you. I am holy, and you shall be like me. Be something different. Be perfect. Go ahead.
And have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine.
That we should what?
That ye should be mine.
And what did the Lord do?
Severed you from other people.
What does it mean to be severed? What does it mean to be severed? It means to be cut off.
Right.
God cut us off from every other nation on the face of the earth. He didn't tell us to go and join the Africans, go join the Arabs, go join the white man. He didn't tell us to go join the East Indians. He didn't tell us to go join the Chinese and the Japanese, man. He didn't tell us to go do that. That's why we're here today, because we got to talk about Easter and the truth about Easter, because the pastor is going to have you go celebrate it. What is this Sunday or next Sunday? I think it's one of these Sundays. This Sunday, right? But when you go inside a Christian church, they don't celebrate the Passover. And God said to celebrate the Passover. We're going to bring that up next, right? So God cut us off from every other nation. He said, don't be like the other nations. I cut you off from them. When Moses had to come down into Egypt, we were serving every god that the Egyptians served. The golden calf, we love that golden calf for some odd reason, right? The Egyptians was known homosexuals. We followed them anyway, right? In our ignorance. Moses had to get us up out of there. He made us, he taught us and gave us the order to keep the Passover, right? So the nation of Israel kept the Passover. They ate the unleavened bread. They ate the lamb with the bitter herbs. They drank the wine. And we did it as a family.
Right.
The Egyptians, It wasn't for them to do. The Lord wanted to destroy the Egyptians. But when you read the Bible in the Christian church, you don't read it as what it is. You're reading it like somebody that is trying to game you up.
Right.
You understand? He's not teaching you, hey, man, we got to keep this Passover. God said to keep the Passover through all our generations. That's what it says in the Bible.
Right.
But right now, you're going to go celebrate. You're going to go celebrate Easter, a white man's holiday, a Babylonian holiday, a pagan holiday. That's what you're going to go celebrate. Has nothing to do with Christ. You show me somewhere in the Bible where we ever celebrated anybody's death or birth. I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? So we got what it means to be holy. Go back to Deuteronomy 7:6. Bubba Show.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
Yeah, what?
Chosen thee to be a special people.
So God chose us to be a special people. So when you go inside these religions, you know what you're doing? You giving up your birthright. You're giving up your identity. You giving up your royalty. It's royalty that go through your veins, man.
Right.
We are a nation of priests and prophets. Man, give me that scripture if you could. Give me that scripture if you could, man. Because we got to start. We got to start really digging into this Bible. We got to really start digging into the knowledge. Dig into the knowledge and you'll see what the hell I'm talking about. You ain't going to sit there and look at me like I'm crazy. The reason why the Black, Hispanic, Native American community is at an all-time low, why we don't have the connection of the Black and Brown unity, why we not on the reservations helping our Native American brothers, right? If they think about it. We so drawn apart from the truth that we got brothers that have we got brothers and sisters that's on the reservations. You don't think that we can just go on the reservations and start building it up? Start building up communities, building up our own little ecosystem. You don't think that we can't do that? And when you go to jail, the Black and brown people don't even stick together. But let's say if Black and brown people did stick together, realized that we was the same people, understood that we was Israelites, because it says it here in the Bible. If we love one another, we'll change this world overnight. But when we follow these religions, it gets goofy. Read what you got.
This is the book of Revelation. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 19 and verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
We shall be what?
A kingdom of priests.
A kingdom. A kingdom of what?
Of priests.
Uh-huh.
And an holy nation.
A holy nation. Meaning what? And the religion, this Bible ain't got nothing to do with religion. So when Muslims try to say, and Christians try to say that what their doctrine is correct, how the hell can you sit there and really say out your mouth that you understand the Bible when we just read what again? Read it one more time.
Of God. And he shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
A kingdom of priests. Go ahead.
And holy nation.
And a holy nation. Meaning what? A nation that is not connected with everybody else. Right? We got this sister right here, right? We got the sister Sawa now. Let's give her a hand. You know what I'm saying? Been rocking with the truth for a very long time. This sister right here, you understand? You're not going to catch her in a dashiki, right? You ain't going to see her in a Arab garment, right? You're going to see her in Israelite attire. Okay? Because that's what God said for us to do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like God said that we are a nation that is holy. So you ain't gonna see this sister right now. We in the feast of unleavened bread. You know what? You ain't gonna see this sister eating a sandwich with bread that is with leaven in it. Right? You ain't gonna see her eating cookies. Right? You ain't gonna see that. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna see Officer Abad. You know what I mean? Officer 1000, Officer Abad, a glorious soldier in his truth. You ain't gonna see him eating a cheesesteak.
Right.
You're not gonna see that, right? Why? Because we are a nation that is separate from every other nation. We are a nation of priests and prophets, man, of royalty. The name Israel alone in translation is Yashar'Allah, means the prince or the princess of the power.
Right.
When them Arabs got their promise, they was given 7 princes in their own nation, in their own land, right? The Lord uphold his agreement to Abraham.
Right.
So how the hell we supposed to go follow after the damn Arabs? When the Ishmael wasn't counted as an Israelite, he wasn't given a birthright.
Right.
The covenant didn't go through him.
Right.
It went through our people.
Right.
So now we about to go celebrate another holiday that God said not to celebrate. And you telling me I can't speak up on it? We can't speak up on it. Because that's what everybody like to do. You know what everybody else like to do? Everybody like to sniff cocaine. Everybody likes to pop pills. Everybody like to get a Glock, put a switch on it, and shoot up the neighborhood. I guess that we should just go do that too, right? That's normal. Because everybody do it. Right? Everybody get high. There's a lot of drug addicts out here. Everybody, I mean, you go to Kensington and Allegheny, they is high out their damn mind. You know, I got to carry Narcan in my car just in case if I see a brother or sister ODing. Because everybody likes to get high. Everybody likes to get high. Right? Everybody likes to have sex with whoever. Right? Oh, yeah, I'm a grown-ass person. I can have sex whoever I want. Okay. Now everybody have diseases. Everybody has viruses. Now you got to take medicine for a couple of weeks or for the rest of your life because everybody does it. So now I'm supposed to sit there and read this Bible. I'm reading the Bible. Everything that I'm saying is out the Bible. I'm supposed to just read the Bible and be like, oh, well, you know, I can't speak down on people's religions, even though God said that they idols were dumb. And people that worship these dumb idols is just as dumb that they're fools. No, God said that I can't label people as fools. I can't sit there. I can't study all these books that the Lord want me to go into so I can have better understanding of my culture. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta do what everybody else say to do. Okay. If the I.S.U.P.K listen to simpletons in the world, I would still be selling drugs. I'd still be getting high on my damn mind. I'd probably be dead. I probably would have smoked a blunt that had fentanyl in it and I didn't even know. And I'm sitting there foaming out the mouth. Somebody got to shoot me up with Narcan. You know what I mean? Like that's like all of us would just be dead because we'll do everything that everybody else do in the world. And that is insane. When God gave us our birthright, when God gave us our identity, you ain't black. You ain't no damn Puerto Rican. You ain't no damn Mexican. You ain't no damn Haitian, Jamaican. You are an Israelite according to God.
Right.
Either you like it or not. Your black ass, your Puerto Rican ass, your Hispanic, your West Indian ass, your Native American ass is Israel. Yashar'Allah in the Hebrew.
Right.
From Yashar'Allah. You know what I mean? Let's get in for that. Come on, man. We got actually. We actually gotta stop being so stuck on stupid.
Right.
You know, like we got kids to raise.
Right.
We got the next generation to raise. Check this out, man. My kids know this truth. My kids know that they don't celebrate no damn Easter. My kids know that we don't celebrate no damn Christmas. My kids know that we don't celebrate no damn birthdays and Thanksgivings and New Year's. We don't do none of that because it is all lies. It is all lies. God chose us to be a special people above all nations. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 76. I don't think we even finished that. You can start from the beginning.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
There you go.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
A what?
A special people.
A special people, man. You are special. If you're a Black, Hispanic, Native American, give yourself a hand. Let's all give ourselves a hand right now. You are special. It don't matter if you rich or poor.
Right.
Don't let this damn world tell you that you ain't nothing. You see that homeless man, know that homeless man, know that their homeless sister is royalty.
Right.
We have royalty going through our veins.
Right.
Don't you ever look down on somebody. I remember this one chick, right? I was courting for a little bit. And it's always good to not rush it.
Right.
Because when I sat there, brother, y'all know, being in this school, with the type of checking you would get if you seen treating somebody that's less fortunate as low. We all know that, right? The type of checking we'd get. The sister looked like she didn't even want to touch him. Like, oh my God, get away from me. I looked at her and I said, yeah, this ain't gonna work. And I told her, I said, yo, you know, you shouldn't treat that brother like that. You know what I mean? That's a brother. That even, you know, he might not be, you know, he might stink a little bit. He might not smell so good. You know, he might be down on his luck. That's still our brother.
Right.
You give that brother that money, you give that brother that money.
Right.
And you send that brother on his way, man. Treat him like you would want to be treated. What if you was poor?
Right.
What if you ain't had no damn money?
Right.
What if you was down on your luck? What if you ain't have the upbringing like you had? And y'all switch roles. Would you want somebody to look at you and like, oh my God, don't touch me? Oh my gosh. No, you wouldn't want that. And also, God said that always be aware that you may be entertaining angels.
Right.
I said, this bitch got to get the hell out of my life. I said, she ain't get it. Shalom. That means peace. Right. Let's get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Ain't nothing wrong with cutting something off. Shoot. Cut something off all the damn time. I don't give a damn.
Right.
You ain't down with this program. I don't know what to tell you. Give me, I give you a scripture that I live by day and night. Give me Romans 13 and 11. Okay. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna say, listen, this is how I move. You can read it when you have it. Man, I forgot to bring the food. I forgot. I had like boxes of food at the house. Dang. You can get it when you have it.
Okay. This is the book of Romans, the 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
So read it one more time.
And that, knowing the time.
Knowing the what?
Time.
Knowing the time. Listen, it's too much going on in this world right now. You understand? I got work to do. Me and my brothers and sisters got work to do.
Right.
You understand? Like, always understand your position in this world. I'm talking to people that's in the school. Always understand your position in this world. And your time is precious. Your time is very precious. Give it to people that deserve it.
Right.
If they're not trying to understand what the hell you're talking about, pray for them. Lord be with you, brother, sister. I gotta go.
Right.
I don't got time. Right? We are running out of damn time.
Right.
Every day the clock is ticking. If it ain't happening in my lifetime, well, guess what? My clock is damn ticking.
Right.
You know what I mean? Every day, every minute, every second, you understand, my end comes near. All of our ends come near. And we must do what we must do to put this truth on the map. You understand? And one thing for sure, man, one of those things that we have to understand, like, is we in 2025. I'm gonna say this. We in 2025. Why the hell are you still celebrating Easter? Right. The internet is wide open. The internet is wide open. We don't have time. I don't have time to sit here and play games with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you still celebrating Easter in 2025, I don't know where the hell your brain is at. You got to get out of this damn slave mentality, man. Right. Get out of it, because it is destroying our people. It's destroying us. Right. Look at our kids. The Muslims literally just had a whole celebration. They just had a whole celebration, right? Had a whole celebration for the closing of their fasting, right? What is a knockoff version of the feast, the Day of Atonement, right? In what God told us to keep. Right. The Muslims, they do a bullshit fast. That ain't nothing. When the sun go up, eat before the sun go up, and eat when the sun go down, we do 24-hour fast. Right. We suffer together to atone for our sins, and we do it with sincerity. Right. Muslims, they fast and still get high. Muslim fast and still never get the leavening out of their heart. Right? Right. They still uncircumcised in the heart. They still hate their brother. They still hate their sister. They still hate their baby mom. They still hate their baby father. They still not a good parent. They still a bad husband and a bad wife, a bad child. They still committing crimes. And how do we know? The whole Philadelphia and the whole world seeing the horrible leadership of the Muslim community here in Philadelphia. Right. Everyone's seen it. It was all over the news, all over the blogs. Everyone around the world seen it. You know what everybody's seen? That Muslim men are horrible leaders. How the hell you know that it was a shooting last year and you don't bring all the Muslim men don't come together and say, yo, we got to lock the zone down. When we had our Passover in a hotel. Thousands of people. Thousands, to the point that we couldn't even really fit everybody in there. Let's be honest. The same amount of crowd of people. Nobody got into any altercations. Everything was civilized. We locked the zone down. Right. Commander Yahanna put his security team on the grounds and made sure from the beginning of the hotel all the way up to when you get to the venue, and then when you in the venue, everything was locked down. Right. Because we are good leaders, because we understand that we represent the Lord. Right. And if we don't do it right, you know, we show that the Lord don't know what he's talking about. That's the burden that we keep. The burden we keep, we can afford to get allegations like SICARII when you like getting pegged and fingers in your behind. Yeah, Mr. Booty Man, Gorilla Hebrew like getting his behind played with. And his subordinates like to go to gay parades and have gay best friends. What the hell is wrong with you? Right? IUIC, they leader like to twerk and send penis pictures to all his congregation. How the hell do you send a penis mistakenly send a penis picture to the men in your congregation? The hell, and he's twerking on stage. His subordinates is literally on camera voguing, Vogue dancing. You know how the gay community, when they do the little dancing with all the twisting of the head and all that, yeah. And then another video came out of Big Frida. We call him Big Frida because he loves to dance. You understand? Look like Big Mama. This Negro is literally dancing. He's dancing with a bunch of men in a cabin. Look like a cabin. They dance into Jagged Edge. What the hell? What did they say? What the hell? What are we talking about?
Right.
We can't have that on our jacket.
Right.
At all. They slowed down. They was break dancing to slow jam, sis. Remember that song from Jagged Edge? Some, and I do. I can't even. I don't even want to sing the song. No. It's some be a man like I do. You know the song when you hear it. I'll play it for you after the class. I don't want to get flagged on the YouTube. But they literally was slow. They was dancing to Jagged Edge. A bunch of men is at nighttime. The sister that in their school, I guess it was one of their wives. She was sitting there looking like, yo, this is weird. She was creeped out. She was like, why y'all like, yo, y'all niggas gay. We don't got that on our jacket, man.
Right.
Because we represent the Lord. We can't do it. Sorry, SICARII. Sorry, IUIC, all you figures like this out there. You know what I'm saying? Shalamers, all you people that want to wear fringes on your shirt. And you battle us about it. You battle us about it, say that we're wrong and we're not in the spirit. And I don't know. You want to have fingers up your butt like SICARII, so be it. Right? I don't have time. Right. I don't got time. I got to go. All right? I got stuff to do. All right? It's high time to wake up out of this damn sleep.
Right.
All right? So, yeah, we have to represent the Most High at the highest level. That's our burden. I can't go out and say, hey, I'm going to be emotional and unalive somebody because they looked at me wrong.
Right.
But in Islam, you can do that. Oh, that nigga was looking at me funny. So I shot him. Now I got to do 25 to life. I'm representing the Lord wrong. You don't see I.S.U.P.K members going to jail. Right. You know what I mean? We not filling up the jail cells. We go inside the jails to free the brothers and sisters that's in there spiritually. Right? We go in there and we teach them. We teach them how to serve the Lord. We teach them about this Bible. Right? It's a couple brothers that was locked up, came home, right? Went through Hebrew Academy and got their jacket. Right? We got brothers that's in prison right now that graduated Hebrew Academy that teaches brothers in the jails, raising up the jails. Why? Because that's what leadership is all about. Right. Reaching our people where they at. So the touch on Easter, right? The ones that teach you about Easter are horrible leaders. Give me Jeremiah 23:1, Bubba Shaw. You can read it when you have it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors.
Read that one more time clearly.
Woe be unto the pastors.
Destruction and punishment to the pastors. Right? So when we talk about your pastors and we speak about the things that God is against, understand this, that what we saying is what God say, right? And it's better to hear it from us than having to hear from the Lord himself directly. Because when the Lord talks to you, don't think that is what the Christian church make it seems like. When God talks, he's punishing, right? Again, I told y'all, you want to be liberal with your body? I've seen a lot of women that want to go out and have abortions. Well, a lot of y'all have mental problems now. You're mentally unstable because you unalive children in your womb, right? A lot of women that have, countless abortions usually is not fertile. So now once they finally want to settle down and get a man, they have complications with having children because they have destroyed their womb, right? They also said that breast cancer is also linked to abortions, right? So when it comes down to serving the Lord, right? The Lord want obedience. He want us to follow and do as he say, right? Wow. That's why Christ gave the comparison to the Most High as our Father, right? The Lord is our Father. What does a father do? He rewards us. A father rewards his children when they're doing correct. Then the other side of the coin is the Lord will punish his children when they do wrong. Right? And we are for sure being punished. And when we go out and when we teach this Bible about what's going to happen to other nations, everybody gets upset. Everybody, oh my God, that sounds crazy. Oh, y'all a hate group. So America is not a hate group. America is not a cult. Christianity is not a cult. Islam is not a cult. Last time I checked, the I.S.U.P.K ain't killed nobody. Last time I checked, the I.S.U.P.K don't promote laying down with 9-year-old little girls and marrying them. Right? Last time I checked, we don't teach that Christ was a white man and that you can sin against God as long as you pay your tithes and say that you are covered in the blood of Jesus. But that's what these religions say, right? And all that East Indian and all that Asian beliefs, they make you want to open up yourself to spirits. Right. You get what I'm saying? On a whole nother level, right? We're not teaching you to do that. We teaching you to serve God, how he says to do it in the Bible. Read from the top.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
That's what your pastors have done. Your pastors have scattered us on a whole nother level, right? Pastors have driven people into Islam. You don't believe me? I was one of them. I used to be Muslim at one point in time. I took my Shahada and I was like, yeah, man, the Bible is a white man's book. And, I like the Islam because they cover up. And that's why I chose it. I felt like I was trying to get closer to God. You got it. But as time went on, I realized like, God ain't in Islam. Right? And I had to look at it. When the I.S.U.P.K told me that the Bible was black, you remember I used to come here, smell like a pound of damn marijuana. I used to be high as hell. How this a white man's book? They'd be like, brother, this ain't a white man's book. Go to Revelations 1 and Revelation chapter 1 and 1. And I'll go to it. Hold on, give me a second. Let's go to Revelation chapter 1, verses 1, right? Show you how they driven us out of the truth, driven us away from being able to comprehend what God is teaching us in his Bible. All right. Let me get it real quick. Boom. All right. So this is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, the book of the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John the Revelator, right? what they call him, Saint John the Divine. All right. So in the book of Revelations, this is what they taught me. I said, well, that's a white man's book. They said, oh, this is a white man's book. All right, no sweat. Go to verse, boom, boom, boom. Go to verse 12 in the book of Revelations, chapter 1. I got it. I'm gonna read it. So they was like, and I turned to see a voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. So now, just a little quick little understanding. You see this candlestick right here? The 7 candlesticks, this is what we showed the 7 churches, the 7 schools of Christ. Where the hell you get 9 candlesticks from? That's not Israel, right? Put that to death. All right. That is not of the Lord. You understand? It says 7 candlesticks. All right. And it says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So now I'm in class, right? I'm thinking I'm Muslim. I'm thinking that the Bible is a white man's book. It's been plagiarized. It's been tampered with. Why? Because I learned that from the Muslim imam, right? I learned that for Islam. The Christian church never taught me the truth about the Bible. I see a white man on the cross when I go in there. I see a white man's face when I go inside the church. When I go to my grandparents and I go to my family houses, I see a white Jesus. He all been lied to, right? The pastors had driven us away. So now it says when it goes down to the garment, that garment is what you see us wearing. Christ wear the same garment with the garment touching down all the way down to the foot, and with a war belt around his waist, around the paps, a girdle, had that war belt on, because Christ is a king. Christ is royalty, just like me and you. Christ is an Israelite, and Christ is a man of war, just like his father is, just like his forefathers was.
Right.
So when you read this Bible, it is a Black, Hispanic, and Native American book. It don't have nothing. It has nothing, complete nothing to do with the white man being the people of the Bible. Have nothing to do with Ishmaelites, Arabs being the people of the Bible. That God was dealing with the Arabs. He was only dealing with Israel. We're going to show a little bit more on that. So now as I'm getting this breakdown, I'm like, okay, all right, I see y'all wearing them garments, and I see y'all bringing that up. Okay, no sweat. So now it says his head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eye was as a flame of fire. So his head and his hairs were white like wool, meaning white being the color and the wool being the texture. When you go look at the picture of Christ, you go on Google, look at the picture of Christ. He don't got no damn white hair. His hair not woolly, right? As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. That Christ's eyes that you see looks very effeminate. Very effeminate, man. Don't look like an austere man. Don't look like he beat anything out of the damn temple. Listen, if that man thought that he would not, do you understand that Israelites is monsters? You ever seen Shemgar? You ever seen Abad? Abad is a tall Benjamite. You understand? That looks like he can lift some weight around. That little puny white man ain't doing nothing to Officer Abad. I pray you understand. Right. Let's get that in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he ain't messing with no Israelite, man. I'm sorry. All right. This says, and it says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if it burnt in a furnace. That's black, brother. That is black. brass that's burnt in the furnace, you burn brass is already brown, and you burn it in the furnace. Meaning what? And he was black. And we already knew that people was going to try to remix these scriptures, and that's why we put it the way how we did. We already knew. The prophets in the Bible was referred to as niggers, black, Niger. It was referred to as black men. Solomon knew he was black. Everybody was black in the Bible. The whole world knows this. These converts that come and now that occupies Israel, right? The so-called Jewish man, right? The Jewish man, the Palestinians, right? The Arabs, all them people that occupy our area. It's all right. Because when Christ comes back, he's going to take it all back. I pray you understand. All right. So let's get down to Easter, right? So we all read in Jeremiah chapter 23. We're gonna hold Jeremiah chapter 23. All right. Let's get to the breakdown. I want you to break down what is the Easter. So matter of fact, sis, tell me what everybody say Easter is in the world.
They say that Christ was resurrected on a Sunday. He was
resurrected on a Sunday. Okay.
They believe in eggs and bunnies.
Eggs and bunnies. We already know.
I think the God of
we gonna. Listen, she tried to jump ahead because all I asked was, what do they say in the world? She said, well, listen, it says about Jesus being rose on a Sunday, but it's really I.S.U.P.K. We're gonna get into that. Let's get that sister in. Like, she can't even listen. The sister's so real when it comes to the truth. She couldn't even really fathom really even explaining it without giving the proper breakdown. She like, listen, they say it's this, but it's really that. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, sis. So Abad, you can go ahead and read the breakdown. Let's get a breakdown on it. The breakdown that we got.
Easter's history includes both Christian traditions and earlier pagan influences, some of which have darker elements. Early Christian celebrations, like many spring festivals, sometimes involve practices like animal sacrifices or persecution of those who didn't adhere to Christian beliefs. Additionally, the Easter bunny and Easter eggs traditions may have roots in pagan fertility rituals and deities, particularly goddesses associated with spring and rebirth.
So it says, to get back to it, it says Easter history includes both Christian traditions and earlier pagan influences. Why the hell is you believe in anything that has to do with pagan beginnings? We give you a little rundown. Easter is from the goddess Ishtar. That was the Babylonians believed in, right? And Ishtar also influenced the goddess Aphrodite, right? And the goddess of, I believe, of love, fertility. What was it? It was God. It was love and fertility, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure. Yeah, Ishtar was like fertility. She was a fertility goddess. All right. So in Easter, right, like you said, they sacrifice humans, sacrifice they sacrifice animals. Okay, and the bunny comes from is all sexual. Everything has to do with sexuality because it's fertility. So what they say is, okay, if you want to have kids, right? Check this out. Bunnies are known for having a lot of sexual intercourse, right? So you had the bunnies, and then the egg part is, you know, the babies, right? It's the, you know, to simplify the fertility, right? So that you can be able to have the baby, right? So what happened is they would do all these weird rituals so that you can be able to have more children. All right. And it's very pagan, it's very disgusting. We're gonna keep going.
Pagan influences in the spring equinox. Ancient spring festivals. Many ancient cultures celebrated the spring equinox with festivals often involving fertility rites and celebrations of rebirth.
So this whole thing came before Christ. You get what I'm saying? Right. What usually happens is these religions tries to incorporate pagan worship so that the people that they're trying to bring actually join what they do. Like, oh yeah, you know, you celebrate, you know, you with that. Well, guess what? We're going to combine that with the rebirth of Christ. When Christ rose and, you know, he was resurrected, we're going to put that into it, and that's how we're going to celebrate Easter. But we're going to also include the bunny and the eggs. You know, we're going to keep it like that and involve the children. That's what it is, right? That's how religions always do it. Like in Islam, right? They took the Day of Atonement and remixed it, right? And then had a closing feast. How we have closing feast after, you know, at the, you know, in some of our holidays, right? Like the closing feast of the unleavened bread, which is Sunday, right? This Sunday coming up. That's how we do it. So now that's how y'all doing it. So it's a lot of things that get remixed over time, and you know, we just got to be able to be aware of the trickery. You know what I mean? Right. Be aware of the foolery so that we won't fall victim to the trickery. All right. Let's keep going.
I.O.C.K/Ishtar, the word Easter itself may be linked to the Anglo-Saxon goddess I.O.C.K, associated with spring and rebirth, or the Babylonian goddess I.S.T.A.R.
So you see that the Anglo-Saxons goddess, like a lot of people was influenced by this fertility goddess, right? Because these are heathens, right? These heathens spread you know, their doctrine by giving you lies. They want you to not have to really serve the Lord, right? And these religions, that's why, like in Christianity, being a Catholic, being a Muslim, Hinduism, whatever you believe in, Buddhism, it is okay to be a sinner. God knows your heart, right? You don't have to keep nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, how many times a Muslim will say, oh man, only one that's perfect is Allah. Only one that's perfect is Allah. But when I read the Bible, Christ said, be ye therefore perfect as your Father is in heaven. Right. When I read the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, it says that we must keep the commandments of God, right, if we want to have the blessings. So right, when your pastor, when your imam is teaching you to sin against God, you know, they teaching you the lies. You know, they're not teaching you what God really said in the Bible. They making you fall into a deep ditch. Right. Right. And that's why you see the Black, Hispanic, Native American household is destroyed. Right. Like daughters raised up to be whores. Young men raised up to be criminals, homosexuals, you know, end up on child support, having you know, go to family court and all of that. You get what I'm saying? Like it gets real. It gets real. It gets real. you know, in our families, man. And our main thing is to take away all the negativity in our families, right? And that's why we pick up this Bible and we read it. But if we taking on pagan rituals, we're continuing a pagan religion. What you think gonna wind up happening? You think the Lord is with Easter? Hell no. We reading right here the history of Easter.
Right.
How it was the same very people that the Lord punished, that the Lord gave visions to of them losing a kingdom and, you know, destroying they nations. You get what I'm saying? Like it says Babylon will fall.
Right.
In bold letters, don't it? In the Bible, in bold letters, Babylon has fallen. Give me that scripture, man.
Okay.
If you could. Like how you gonna celebrate something that God said that must fall? You celebrating their goddess, Easter. Your pastor is teaching you to go and celebrate Easter. And then people want us to sit here and, you know, have all this compassion for these religions and have compassion for white people, when white people is the one that is teaching us how to not serve the Lord, right? Where do you think the doctrine comes from of Christianity, the Catholic religion? Where do you think it comes from? Where do you think it comes from? It comes from the heathens, man. When you're a Muslim and now you telling me that, you know, I had a nigga tell me this, right? I was in a jail cell with him, and it was the last time I was ever in a jail cell. He told me, he said, yeah, man, I feel like God gave me these drugs so I can sell it, so I can get my family, you know, in a better position. I said, nigga, God did not give you them drugs. Satan gave you them drugs. And he was just sitting there looking at me like, because I ain't care, like, dog, Satan gave you them drugs. God didn't give you them drugs, brother. Why would God want you to destroy our people? Them drugs destroys families. You think God is going to tell you, yeah, man, go ahead, sell them, destroy these people so you can be good? I said, that's why you're here with me. That's why you got caught with the drugs. And he was just sitting there like, damn, man, I need people around you, like you around me, because people don't be trying to keep it real. I said, listen, brother, I ain't the person to have around you. I'm here with you. But don't think God is with you when you selling drugs. And you know, it is what it is. But that's what Islam will have you believe. That's what these religions will have you believe. They have you believe that, you know, it's okay to do what you want to do, as long as you keep God in your heart, whatever that is. Right? Nah, that's not what the Lord wants from you. All right. So I buy it. Let's read that scripture you got.
Okay. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
What?
Babylon the Great is fallen.
Babylon the Great has fallen. So why would you celebrate a Babylonian goddess when the Most High want Babylon to fall? Read it one more time.
Okay. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying,
where you at again?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 2.
This is what's going to eventually happen. Babylon is going to fall. We are now in Babylon the Great. You understand me? So when you look at us and say, oh man, y'all wrong. Why can't y'all just let people go ahead and celebrate what they going to celebrate? Read it one more time.
Okay. This is the book of Revelation, 18 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
Babylon the Great is fallen. It's going to come to pass. It's going to happen. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, I be out here trying to accomplish certain things in the world. Like, yeah, I want to get this certification. I want to try to buy a house, this and that. You know, the one thought that always pop in my head, like, nigga, you could be doing all this and this job could be over the day that you sign the dotted line on that new job that you want. The whole thing could be over soon as you put that key through that new house and door of yours. You know what I mean? You done got all the furniture set up and all that. As soon as you turn the key on the door, boom! Oh, sky's open. You like, yo! I could have got a sign or something to tell me, hey, fall back. Don't go through all that stress and torment. You know what I mean? Don't go to gray hairs trying to accomplish this thing. Like, just be cool. You know what I mean? That's what it is, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, these things is going to come to pass. Christ is coming back, and he's going to unalive these nations for what they done to our people, what they done to the earth. Good night, man. Look at the animals. These people were so devilish, man, that they would destroy animals. Y'all know that they saying that that whole thing, but the whole woman group that went up in the space was a lie. Yeah, they said it was a lie. Now, I ain't into all the everybody conspiracy thing, but I ain't gonna lie. But what I'm being told is someone has to open up that door for them, right? Now, I gotta get some more information on it. But Jeff Bezos had to get a bar to open up the door, but they was able to open the door with no problem from the inside. Then the woman came to the door like, hey, you know, don't open the door. I think that's what she said. Now, I'm not sure they wanted to make a grand entrance or something like that. I don't know. But all I know is everybody's like, hey, yo, I don't think that they actually went up in space like that for real. You get what I'm saying? Like, maybe it was staged. A lot of people were saying that NASA be giving some bad intel. You know what I mean? Do they? I don't know. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I think they do. I don't trust the white man, but at the end of the day, Babylon is going to fall.
Right.
Babylon is going to fall, and you should never give me where it says, be not a partaker of her sins. Okay. It might be in the same chapter, because you be a partaker of her sins, you will get the same punishment. You can get it when you can read it when you have it.
Couple. Yeah, you was right, sir. Man, I don't understand. This is book Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. Mm-hmm. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Come out of what?
Come out of her, my people.
Come out of her, my people, man. That's what the Lord said, man. The Lord said, come out of her, my people. Come out of the whore. Come out of her. Stop laying down with that damn beast, man. Think about how many of our, let me tell you something. Do you understand? This whole Diddy case is to show the world not to follow these damn entertainers. I seen a video of Sanaa Lathan, right? I think that's her name. One of them, I think it might have been her. One of them sisters, man, that I wouldn't even think that was outside like that. She was in the back seat with like two dudes. They showed a video of her like she was lit. And then like a couple weeks ago, I think it showed where a low budget rapper said that he had laid down with her. I said, yo, it might have been true because she wasn't on video. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not what you like. That entertainment business is out of pocket. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we go into the world and we go out here and we indulge in the world, and then we get the bad end of the stick every time, right? Think about how many people try so hard to get out the hood, and you know, and they get out the hood and they still get treated the same. because them curses still gonna follow you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like one thing I always like I was taught when I came into the school, it was like, listen, you can move out the hood, but the curses that's in the hood don't leave you. You get what I'm saying? Like you go move in that white neighborhood, guess what? Your kids gonna go to school and they're gonna be treated like trash. Right. Your kids are gonna be your kid. You know that your kid not supposed to. Your kid gonna end up laying down with a white woman or a white man. You get what I'm saying? Your kid gonna end up probably getting right on them drugs. You get what I'm saying? They probably gonna end up in jail. Don't think because you live in that neighborhood that everything is gonna be sold peaches and cream. Right? It's brothers and sisters that lives in the hood right now, and their kids is on honor roll. Their kids is doing what they need to do. Right? Because they train up their child. Right? No, and what I'm saying is to really get back to the nitty-gritty of this topic is that when God said that he's going to destroy Babylon, right? And, to come out of her, you don't want to try to integrate yourself into the world, feeding your flesh as the world would teach you. You want to get yourself out of the world. You want to get yourself in position to where, you have counselors around you. You have brothers, you have sisters, right? In the truth, here in the I.S.U.P.K. You want to make sure that you purge yourself of the world completely, right? Because God said that Babylon must fall. So why would you follow anything that the Babylonians follow? It doesn't even make sense, right? That's like, I'll give you a prime example. Let's say we have this gang. Let's say it's the White Cup gang, right? It is known publicly that the White Cup gang is under investigation, and that one day a RICO case is going to come down on everybody, and everybody is going to be given football numbers. Would you go join that gang, the White Cup gang? Wow. How about you, sis?
I understand talking about the football.
No, when I say White Cup gang, I'm making up a gang name. Let's say that the name of this gang is White Cup Gang. And it's known on the news, it's known in the newspaper, all over social media that White Cup Gang is eventually going to get indicted on RICO charges, and they're going to receive football numbers. They're going to go to federal prison for a very long time. Majority of them everyone is going to get life. Would you join White Cup Gang? Because you know that they're going to die, right? They're going to die alone. They're going to die in prison. They're going to suffer the consequences of being in the White Cup Gang. So if we won't join this White Cup Gang that everybody know is going to fall, why would we join ourselves with these religions? Why would we join a religion that teaches us to keep Babylonian practices? And when we read the Bible, since everybody like the New Testament, we read in the New Testament that God is going to destroy Babylon. And we're read it from the top again.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
You cannot be partakers of the sins of these other nations. These other nations are wicked, right? And we must separate ourselves. And how do we separate ourselves in today's time? By being in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Period. You cannot try to go around this. You can't try to remix this. You got to do it one way and one way only. And that is keeping the commandments of God, loving your brother, loving your sister. Like Zephaniah 2:1 says, come together. Right? Because when you read more in depth about Easter, man, they spraying blood on each other. You know what I mean? They sacrificing animals. They sacrificing people. Why the hell you want to do something like that? Black people, we don't get down like that.
Right.
Since when y'all putting blood on yourselves? Since when we go and celebrate something that is demonic? When you read about the Babylonians, they was demonic people. It was very demonic, right? Worship so many different gods is ridiculous. And other cultures started to fashion themselves after the Babylonians. So why would a pastor ever teach us to follow something that was created to reference a Babylonian god named Ishtar? Read that. Keep reading. Revelations.
Our God. And that ye receive not of her plagues.
You receive not of her plagues. So America is going to fall in a very deep ditch. And every other nation around the world is going to fall in a very deep ditch. The Lord is going to punish them. And right now, the Lord is covering their eyes, meaning that he's keeping them in their ignorance. Right. What America is doing right now is insane. They're trying to put tariffs on China. Right. The people was going to pay them tariffs. You know what China did? China said, well, we got the internet just like y'all. Hey, y'all, if y'all want to buy our products for way cheaper and not pay the tariffs on pay the white man's prices, because they're going to charge y'all arm and a leg, why don't you just come buy from us? Matter of fact, because y'all been robbing the people for so long and y'all been buying it from us from wholesale, why don't y'all get y'all Birkin bags from us? They making y'all pay all this damn money. We only charging them like $6,000. An iPhone? How much you think an iPhone costs to make in China? I'm gonna give y'all both 2 chances. Sis, you go first, because I might have seen it. How much? $2? A little bit more than that. Go ahead. 40? Less than that. Yeah. More than that. Go ahead, Abad.
25.
Less than that. It's $10. $10 to make an iPhone. Now, y'all want to know how much an iPhone costs? How much do you think an iPhone costs that they sell it in America for?
Like 800 to 1,000 or 2,000.
There you go. Sometimes 1,100. And you know, you get on the phone plan, they taxing you, they doing all of that. They getting buku money. China said, yo, y'all want to buy an iPhone? Buy it from us. They only pay for $10 to get it made. And we put a little bit of money on it, but y'all can come get your iPhones from us. What? I can get an iPhone 16 for how much? Y'all gonna open up the doors for me to buy wholesale from y'all? So now Trump then shot his own people in the foot, right? They even selling car parts because a lot of the car parts is made from China. So the thing is this world is going to fall, right? You know, a lot of people, we go and liberate our bodies. No white women. Let me tell you something about white women. Y'all think that white women, some people think white women is not the devil. White women was the worst slave masters.
Right.
White women coerce our women to hate the black man, right? They was having issues with their own men. Our woman wasn't having the same issues. Oh, we can't get jobs. The black woman couldn't get a job because they wasn't trying to hire her, right? And then she had to take care of the kids. Who gonna watch the kids? You don't got daycare, right? So who gonna watch the kids? All these damn kids. Who gonna watch them? You don't got no CCIS back in the day? Go ahead. Listen, the children was working, shining shoes, cutting grass, doing whatever they had to do. But that man had to go to work. Right. And the black man didn't have the same power that everybody else had. The black man had to struggle and make sure his family was on point. The white woman came in and said, hey, you should join our feminist group because they not letting us vote. Black men can barely vote. The black man didn't have no political power, for real.
Right.
They got our sisters to go against the black men then. And then what soon happened? Now the whole abortion movement got the black women involved, right? And then let's keep going because a lot of our sisters don't know that they're picking up the behavior of the white woman, right? When it comes down to wanting to extort your man. White woman is notorious for taking a man to court and getting all that money out of alimony. See, people don't talk about that. Getting the child support, weaponizing the child. You think that black women and Hispanic women was the one that started that? They put the stigma on you, but that was of them. We are following the ways of them. The black man being horrible, not being present in our children's lives. That was the white man.
Right.
We being a drug dealer, you understand, being a murderer. We getting that activity from the white man. There's no greater criminal on the face of the earth than a white man. Let's just be honest. They paint us as the criminals, paint us as the worst thing on the face of the earth. But they literally conquered countries and continents by violence, by criminal activity, right? Destroyed the black community. You go down the bottom right now, y'all go down to West Philly around like 42nd and Lancaster. Go down Lancaster in the hood and you will see what I'm talking about. What happened to our people when we sold their drugs, wanting to be like the white man. When we wanted to get high, black people wanted this. When black people, I'll give y'all a little bit of understanding, right? Black people at one point in time, we really wanted to be like white people, right? We get our hair processed, you know what I'm saying? We try to even hate ourselves and try to join their world, try to talk like them, do everything like them. We even got the crap beat out of us so that we can eat at their restaurants, so we can feel accepted by them, right? Which is crazy to me because ain't no way a white person can cook better than a Hispanic, right? In a black or brown person. I'm sorry. I worked in them kitchens. They barely use salt. I remember it was a food. It was this plate that they usually made all the time for this one guy. It was a brother, and all I did was use salt. That's all I did. Use some salt. And he was like, "Yo, this is good. I never had it like this." I said, "I followed the recipe." No, I don't know what you did, but this tastes good. And in my head, I was like, I'll use a little bit more salt. They are horrible cooks. But a lot of us was hitting the head with rocks. I mean, white men swinging that rock like he pitched for the Orioles. Mom, right across the head for white people acceptance, right? When you look at all of that, what do we get? Nothing. We get nothing, right? Read the scripture one more time. I want to touch on something real quick because we tight on time. Let's go, if you could.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins."
That we be partakers not of her sins, right? So we was so plotted against. And still to this day, the drugs came into our communities. Again, At one point in time, we seen white men and white women snort cocaine. I know you will probably know this era, right? When it was very famous for white people to sniff cocaine, and it was known that it was a white person drug because it costs a lot of money. You familiar with that, right, sis? Okay. I got you. So from my understanding, cocaine was mostly used by white men, right? White men, white women, and it was like a certain class drug. Like you won't really see somebody in the hood that's poor really snorting cocaine like that, right? Because the high goes away very quick. So you'll need a lot of it, and you're spending a lot of money on it. You know what I mean? The habit can get very addictive. So a lot of black people, we was like, this is a drug that everybody can't. We ain't understand that us participating in the sins of the white man, that is going to destroy us. So now in the 80s, you know what they gave us? Well, hey, we can harden up that coke, sell it for cheaper, and we can put it in the black neighborhood. So that's what they did. They put it in the black neighborhood, and we got high on it because we was like, well, yeah, shoot, the high is more intense than coke, and it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? It is a white man drug, but shoot, we can get high on it. You know what happened? Nobody didn't know, but the white man knew what crack would do to you. The white man knew. You want to know why? Because he tested it out in labs already. He used live humans already as guinea pigs. You think he did? Come on now. He said, this drug right here is going to keep the black community under our foot. And we didn't know what crack was going to do to us. And we were strung out. Again, if you go down the bottom, you're going to see people that were smoking crack for 20, 40 years. 40-year-old crackhead, crackheads that have been smoking crack for 30, 40 years that live down there. That is insane. He was smoking crack since the 80s. And, when we started snorting and getting high on the crack, then they said, oh, it's a war on drugs. No, it was a war on us.
Wow.
It was a war on us. So when we participate in their sins, we get punished every time. Every time. We wanted to get high on crack. We wanted to sell the drugs. Well, now you want to sell the drugs. Now you got to keep your head on the swivel because somebody wanted to rob you. Some of the most notorious killers came from out of the 80s and the 90s. You go look up some of them notorious serial killers, hitmen from back in the day. They came from that crack area because that money was addictive. Because we already was going through a recession. A lot of people came home from the Vietnam War broke drug habits, all that, kids starving. You think let me ask y'all something. Y'all think rap music is what destroying the black community? No, poverty is. Oppression is. The music is just a reflection. You know what I mean? People in the I.S.U.P.K, we can listen to that music and not go out and commit crimes. But if you are poor, right? At one point in time, people wasn't listening to rap music. People was listening to, what people used to listen to before rap. Disco, Jimi Hendrix, all of them. You know what I'm talking about. Patti LaBelle, you know what I mean? Levert, everybody. All those greats. Shaka Khan, all that. And guess what they was doing? Selling drugs, doing drugs, murdering, right? But again, when we participate in these sins, that's when we fall, right? And my whole thing to everybody is, that's why these pastors are being told. Let's go back to Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 1.
Okay.
Right? That's why God said that the pastors got to fall, that they must be destroyed. Because when you look at the conditions of our people, we are at an all-time low, man. We are literally, when the Bible says that the Babylonian Empire, Babylon the Great must fall, why would we celebrate something that is of the Babylonian? Come on, we got to make it make sense. Go ahead. Yes, if you could.
This is the book of Jeremiah, 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord.
Listen, it says that the Lord is going to destroy them people, right? The people is going to destroy them. And the Lord is destroying them today. Look at Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp says, lock the doors. So many people is making a mockery of him because we all see he was able to get away with doing what he was doing. But that one day when he couldn't shake his evilness on a different level, he said, y'all ain't gonna give me my money. Money is my God. Lock them doors. Yeah, ain't none of y'all getting out this. Y'all better dig in your pockets, pull out 20s, 100s, 50s. I don't care. You give it something. Lock the doors. Ushers, lock the doors. That's what he told his congregation. Right? Disgusting. Commander YAHANNA, all he asks is pay your 10%. Right? Pay your 10%, like the scriptures say. He even said, I'm not chasing behind you. Right. If you don't pay them tithes, the Lord is going to deal with you. Right? A lot of people had issues about the I.S.U.P.K saying that you got to pay $200 for the Passover. My question to people, when you get mad, how the hell you think that we're going to buy the venue? How you think we're going to buy the damn lamb? This is a school. This is a nation. This is the nation of Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Is you going to pay for the damn lamb? So I guess Commander YAHANNA got to foot every bill. You understand? We can never, we shouldn't never ask, we should never pay for anything. What the hell are you talking about? That $200 ain't even compared. Because I was doing the numbers. I was like, okay, $200. You got to pay for lamb. You got to pay for the venue. The venues, we can't get small venues. You know what I mean? We can't get no small venue. We got to get big venues. Remember, we was able to do it at the Allaham ballroom. Remember, we had to pass over at the Allaham ballroom in New York, in Harlem. Yeah, we can't have that there no more. How we gonna have a Passover there? We're gonna pack it in like 10 minutes. So now we gotta try to have it outside, and we still packing it out. Then we have it. We try to do it in a bigger inside, and we packing it out. It's expensive. The whole week you got a babysitter. You need a babysitter? Pay for it when you pay that $200, right? Commander YAHANNA got to pay the babysitters, right? And everybody got 1,001 kids in this damn school. Me and myself, I got 4 of them. Here go my 4. The minimum is damn near like 2 to 3 to 4 kids of a family. So now you got the lambs, you got to get the lambs, and you got to be on the damn farm. So that's a package. Bottom line is, shut your damn mouth.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We not Marvin Sapp, right? We not TD Jakes. Creflo Dollar. Creflo Dollar wanted a jet that was like $64 million. He said, I need to get this jet. I need $64 million. You know what happened? He wound up getting it. Why? Because our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So in here in I.S.U.P.K, when we teach you these things, we're teaching you it so that you no longer can be destroyed. So that you would no longer have to live out the indoctrination the indoctrination of the Christian church, of the Muslim mosque, of these so-called spiritual beliefs, right? We want you to have life. We want you to be able to see Satan, right? Because God is exposing Satan from every walk of life. Right. What I see now is a lot of people really don't want to open their eyes to the truth, right? Because the truth is everywhere now. You can't hide it. Oh, who the Israelites? Oh, yeah, they say that the Bible is black. Jesus Christ is black. Yeah, Jesus is black in the Bible. But, you know, people still want to go on with this lie and this fallacy that the Bible ain't the truth, that the Bible is not an Israelite book. And this is why we are at the bottom. We are at the bottom because we believe Easter has something to do with Christ. When Easter was around before Christ, it was before Christ. So how can Easter have to do with anything with Christ? Again, I tell you, Easter is combined with Christ's resurrection because the Christian church is a whorehouse for sinners. That's if you want to be a sinner, you want to still live the life that you want to live, you can join Christianity. You can do whatever the hell you want in there, right? Women not supposed to come to the congregation certain times in the month because of their anatomy and their biological makeup, right? And what happens for 7 days. God said that you are unclean for 7 days when that happened. In the Christian church, a woman can come to church. She can teach. She can sit down in the pews and all of that when she's unclean, right? Men in the church, good night. Don't get sister. You can't get counsel from a man in the church because that brother, his whole thing is to try to get you to leave your husband so that he can be your husband. If you get what I'm saying, you understand? And he ain't even gonna claim you. But that's what the Christian church is about. And the Muslim mosque, Muslims don't even know what the hell they talking about. They tell you that the Bible is tampered with, and then they think that the Bible is a Christianity book. How the hell are you talking? How you gonna say that the Bible is tampered with, but you don't even understand what the Bible was talking about? You thinking that it's a Christian book. You know what I mean? Muslims told me, yeah, man, you know, that book, you know, Christianity, see the Catholic Christian. I'm like, what are you talking about? It have nothing to do with Christianity. They don't know what the hell the Bible was talking about. They just heard that it was tampered with. Don't mess with it. Listen to what Muhammad says. And they will find out that Muhammad married a 9-year-old and don't even care. Right. Why? Because they are partakers of sin of other nations. Because these pastors have not teach the truth of this Bible. If pastors taught that we are God's chosen people, that this Bible is have nothing to do with the Christian church and the Catholic church, you know what happened? We wouldn't be able to be fooled by other religions. We'd know that we Israelites. We'd know that God said to be perfect. You get what I'm saying? We'd know that, hey, I'm from the tribe of Judah. Yeah, I'm from the tribe of Benjamin. Hey, what's up, brother? What's going on? Hey, man, my son, he looking for a wife. You know, shoot, maybe your daughter and my son can court and see if that can be something. You get what I'm saying? We there with it because we understand what the Bible say. Hey, the fathers choose, you know what I mean, the husband. The fathers is involved with who you marry. Right. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that we have to get back to that we not into. Right. And this Sunday, everybody is going to celebrate Easter. They're going to eat ham. They're going to eat all types of disgusting foods that God said not to keep. You understand? You're going to wear all them gay colors. You understand that God is against. You're going to pray to God, and God is not going to hear your prayer because God is against Easter. And God wants us to know that Easter is a sin to keep. You get me? To wrap it all up, Easter is of Ishtar, a goddess of fertility and love. God is not with the Babylonians, never have, never will. All right. God is not with the Greeks. God is only with Israel. With that being said, that's my time, y'all. Shalom.
Give priest and officer a card, offer him to teach a Bible long class. I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the Israelite School of Viewers Practical Knowledge Center out of 1 West 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. Rule for new brother and sister: when a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment found in the book of Numbers, 18 and verse 21, and the book of Malachi, 3 verses 8 through 10. Ma'asharah means tenth in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation is this Sunday, the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We're going to start at around 7 p.m. So come and celebrate the feast with the oxen and
Hey, if I could, real quick. Hey, if you're in the area, all right, if you're in the Philadelphia, New Jersey area, you understand it. If you want to keep the you know, if you want to come through for the closing feast and the unleavened bread, you know, you're more than welcome to pull up and come through. All right, we're gonna be doing our thing, man. Just contact the school if you need any information. You can look us up on Google, I.S.U.P.K. Philadelphia, for the address and the number. If you have any questions or concern, the feast is going to start at 7 p.m. All right, it started at 7 p.m. We will be starting the service. All right, so make sure you're there. All right. If you have any questions, again, just go on Google and contact us. Shalom.
Most High Christ, Remind Akim, not walking, check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing our black. Boot, shirt, headband, and scarf. With that, men of Israel, Elijah, which means you stand. Men of Israel, we're going to be one person to salute. Men of Israel, Elijah Shabbat. Elijah, Barak, YAHAWAH, Shem YAHUSHUA, Brakatham. YAHUSHUA, he stands down. Sarah, turn face the sisters. Sisters Elijah. Sisters Yahweh, which means to stand. Your sisters Yahweh, Shabbat is your head, body covered. Your feet connected to a 45-degree angle. And your right hand collapsed over your left. When we salute you, your salute is back. Men of Israel, we will get the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amman Shabbat, Amman, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Al-Tabah, Shem Yahushua. Guys, from top, he stands down, class is dismissed.